Here last February, they co-founded YouTube, a website that allows users to upload, view, and share video clips. YouTube is currently one of the fastest growing sites on the web, outpacing even MySpace. The site hosts a collection of over 70 million video clips and averages 60,000 uploads a day. Last month, YouTube announced that 100 million clips are watched daily. I am pleased to have Steve Chen and Chad Hurley to this table to talk about this phenomenon. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
That's sort of a brief description. Tell me, Chad, you and I got to know each other out in Sun Valley a couple of weeks ago. Yes. Tell me what it does. I mean, for somebody who's never heard of YouTube or heard about it, it doesn't quite understand it,
yeah.
Or maybe has never uploaded or visited it. Tell me what it is.
Well, our site provides a simple solution for people to deal with video online. We saw an opportunity to help people with video. People have access to devices that have video capabilities, from digital cameras to cell phones, and don't have an easy way to share those clips with one another. So we went about simplifying this process to empower everyone with the ability to use video online.
There's this story, Steve. There's this story, apocryphal perhaps. It reminds me of Steve Jobs in a garage somewhere with... It is that you two went to a dinner party, and there were people there with a camcorder, and they were all talking about how they could see other people's video, and they had no means to do that. Is that right? Is that a correct story?
Correct. It happened in January of 2005. It was up in my place in the city in San Francisco, and we were having a dinner party, and people had digital cameras there, and we were taking normal digital photos as well as movies. And when we tried to share the photos, we found it very easy to share the photos with one another. But when we tried to share the movies, we tried to email it back, but it just kept getting rejected, bounced back. We tried to upload, and people have different video types, video codecs that you have to download, different software. So we sort of took a look at, with all the digital cameras now, with phones being able to take movies, that this was going to be more and more of a problem for other people. And we try to make and simplify this process to make it as easy as possible to share these videos online.
So what did you do? Did you leave that dinner party and say, all of us have jobs? Well, 3 of you, right?
Yes.
3 of you, all from PayPal.
That's correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Did you walk out of that dinner party saying, there's a business here, there's a company here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we started thinking, and I think the YouTube has sort of gradually changed over time. But when we first started, it was just trying to share these clips with one another, and we started meeting, actually in Chad's garage in Menlo Park.
Yeah.
Back to the Apple story, But we actually have video clips of us sort of drawing.
I think probably Wozniak was spending more time in the garage than Steve Jobs was.
Yeah. But, yeah, and touching on our experience at PayPal, we saw the power of simplifying a process and giving everyone a solution. So in that case, being early employees there, we did that for payments, and we saw the same opportunity here in the video space.
PayPal now owned by eBay?
That's correct.
Yeah. So you figured out, you went out and wrote some software, went out and got some venture capital. Once you got the site operating, who used it? And how fast did it grow?
Well, initially, we started developing the site in February of 2005. By May, we had the initial version of the site up and running.
Yeah.
And it was just personal clips that we were using with our friends, and just the viral nature of what we created, the easy-to-use features, the ways that people could grab links and embed these videos directly into their blogs and websites, it spread. So by December of 2005, we had our official launch. We were up to over 300 million videos served on a daily basis, and now that's scaled within a few months to over 100 million.
You went and got some venture capital money, too, from Sequoia or somebody.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what was it, $5 million? How much? Was it a small amount?
Initially, yes. In total, it's been $11.5 million in 2 rounds.
Pull back for a second and tell me what you think. Why is it so popular? What does it say about where we're going? And who's going to be using it in the future?
I think the main attraction of the site can be probably broken down into a couple of things. I think one is being able to, not the traditional time slot. You don't have to be at a certain place at a certain time to catch a show. So you can basically, anytime you want, either it's in the office or at night, log into YouTube and find what you want to see.
Find out what you want to see, meaning what? There is this question always. you're living off of venture capital right now.
Mm-hmm.
You expect to be profitable before this year is out. I mean, in your mind, this is a viable venture.
Oh, definitely.
And
Yeah.
there's no question.
Mm-hmm.
And you're beginning to see, I'm sure, people come to you who want to buy you out
Mm-hmm.
in the same way that News Corp bought MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Are you open to those ideas, or do you want to get it to a certain level and you want to get it to scale it up before you even
Well, a lot of the
go there?
you know, rumors out there are just rumors. You know, through the blogs and articles that are being written about us.
That you
know,
might sell it to this party or that party.
Yeah, I mean, it's news to us, and you know, we're not even concentrating on that. We, you know, no matter how many times I try to tell people, we are truly just concentrating on the product and
Just
building
grow
the
the business.
Exactly. Yeah, and you know, we feel really fortunate to have the opportunity to you know, be at a company that has a chance to solve problems for people. So that's what we're working on. Yeah.
What are the risks, do you think? You've got to assess the risk. You're in a business.
Yeah.
What are the risks?
Well, the copyright issues.
Right.
You know,
That's one.
We started as this personal service. Now we're finding out how we can work with professional content owners and how do we find a solution that works for everyone. So we're concentrating on that. I think the second piece
But that's one of those things, if you put enough IQ on it, you can work it out.
Yeah. So that's what we're working on in a short amount of time here, a few months, trying to figure that out.
Right.
The second is building an advertising model that works. We're excited about the opportunities to look at new ways that people can deal with ads in our system.
And what model is most likely to work, you think?
A system that presents users relevant ads and aren't forced kind of in front of their experience to just watch videos on our site. Something that benefits them.
Are you surprised by the phenomenal growth of MySpace?
I mean,
Not really.
they have a great site, and I think there's a lot of people that enjoy putting profiles up there and meeting other people. But I think it's the new nature of the internet, or it's always been the nature of the internet. Now people are just starting to realize that it's really about connections and communications.
That's exactly right. The internet's always been about connections and community, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Great to meet you. Thank you very much. Pleasure. YouTube, go check them out. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.